Hey guys, it's Shannon from iHeartRadio Canada, joined by Max and Mike from Arkells. Hello, how are you?
We're doing great.
Great.
Just had some OSHEAGA catering. I don't know if you know this,
Nice.
but catering in artist world is world renowned.
Is it?
Amongst the bands and artists that play festivals.
Yeah, there's like a celebrity chef back
Yeah.
there, right?
Yep.
Next level.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
actually went through there yesterday because I had to use the washroom. So I got to see it at least. I didn't get to I saw the dining hall. You guys got a good setup over
That's
there.
pretty good.
Yeah, there's a lot of artists that are all hanging out. But I want to know, do the artists all hang out with each other or do you not really see each other?
I just showed up, so
okay.
people were milling about.
Yeah, people are milling about. Our trailer's next to Mitski. We haven't met her yet, but
Nice.
hopefully.
Yeah, we definitely have our eyes peeled for a few people today.
Nice, that's awesome. When you guys first got together, you bonded over your love of the Weaker Thens, right?
Oh, wow. Yeah, Mike and I did. Yeah.
Yeah, the first day that you met.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to tell them that they're the reason kind of that Arkells came to be?
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Did we tell John Kay?
Yeah, when I think we played out there a long time ago. Remember they came, a couple of them.
A couple of them. Yeah, and then we also did a couple shows with him with Frank Turner.
Right.
But like John Kay, like bless his heart, and a lot of those guys from like that scene.
Right.
But they're kind of shy guys, and
Yeah.
I don't know how they like respond necessarily. It could almost be putting them on the spot.
Right.
So I almost don't want to tell them because they might make him uncomfortable or something. Like I remember like the Constantines, who we also loved. Like I feel like if I'm sure I've told Bri, like, you're my favorite, I love you so much, and he's like, oh, cool, can you stop it?
Right. Yeah, because how are they going to respond? They'll
Yeah.
just be like, thank you. And
Yeah.
you're like, cool. Awesome. There are a lot of bands that have been around for a long time. You guys have been around for so long, but there's also those ones that are around for a bit, but then they kind of disappear and we don't hear about them as much. Why do you think that you have that longevity?
Good question.
Tell me why you're so great.
Oh, you're right. It's a hard business being in a band, being an artist, writing songs, touring, all that stuff. Mike, what's the key to success?
What's the secret sauce? I don't know. I feel like because we keep on trying new things all the time, like that keeps it fresh. And I think we like push each other to like, keep it interesting and fun. And we have a fun time on tour. Like we got really lucky that we're all compatible people and can like, we've never got into like a brawl in the back of the bus or anything, maybe someday for TikTok,
that'd be cool.
We'll make sure we get a GoPro back there just for.
There you go.
And it's a
behind the
precious
scenes.
job. It's like it's a hard job. It's like we recognize that there are lots of bands that we love that don't get a chance to do it anymore for a variety of reasons. So we're like, okay, how do we not work a real job?
Right.
Like that's really kind of what it comes down to. Anytime I look at any artist doing anything, it's just like, how the do I not work a real job, like a 9 to 5, like bussing tables or something?
Yeah, and that's gonna be tough too, to go from an artist and then have to like go back to that
Yeah,
afterwards.
you don't do that.
Yeah,
we're terrified
no.
of that.
Yeah, that's so rough. 7th studio album.
Oh God, I've lost track, to be honest.
How does it feel to hear that? Talking about longevity.
Yeah.
Makes it hard to do a set list, that's for sure.
It's impossible to do set lists. Oh my God.
Nothing but hits though.
I know, but we're also trying to get to new stuff as well. So today at OSHEAGA, we have a 50-minute set, 50. And that's like 9-10 songs. Like, what do we? And then and we have a bunch of new songs that we're really pumped about. There's a French song
Yeah.
that we have to play because we're in Montreal.
Right.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
We might be hitting that medley stage of our career, where you just gotta
end it off.
fire
with
in
like
5 songs in 5 minutes kind of
It's not
thing.
bad.
Right.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Something that you guys are known for though is your stage presence and just how insane it is. My mom saw you guys not long ago, and that's what.
Where
how
did
she
your
was
mom
talking
see
about-
us?
In Toronto.
Oh, really?
Yeah, loved it. She goes, yeah, I'm gonna go see this band, Arkells. My friend got me tickets, and I'm like, oh, you'll love it.
Sick.
So I was like showing her your music before you guys
Oh,
went out.
good.
But she was like, yeah, it was so good, the energy. So what do you think goes into a good show? Is it just that energy?
We like to have a good time. Like, I think it's more about the vibe than it is about like executing each part perfectly.
Yeah.
And the band is like tight. Like, we've been doing this for a long time, but I think it's more just like, how do we have fun, have spontaneous moments? I don't know.
Yeah, and I think we feed off our audience. They're always awesome. They always bring it, and then that for me at least, it's like that. I see that, and I'm like, oh damn, they're giving it harder than me. I got to give it harder. It's like, it's great.
Yeah, you get a little competitive with it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and talking about your sound though, and with the new album, do you actively try and have a different sound when it comes to a new album, or do you think that comes more naturally just with the evolution of the group?
I think we just like so many different types of music. So
Yeah.
to sort of like continue to do the thing we did on our first record would just be sort of boring. So like even today and yesterday, we came up early to OSHEAGA, And like we saw Turnstile, and like Tony's favorite band is Turnstile right now, and we saw Parcels before that. And Mike saw them in Massey Hall. I'd never seen before. They're amazing. They kind of blew me away. It's so inspiring. They make me want to go, oh, can we do a little bit of that? You know? And like of course Arcade Fire. I saw Dua Lipa earlier this week in Toronto. There's just so much great music. So I think naturally we just sort of go in a lot of different directions.
Yeah. Do you have a group or an artist that you could see over and over and probably just never get sick of their set?
I think Arcade Fire.
Yeah. They were on last night here.
Yeah, we watched the whole thing.
Oh,
yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so good. I love it. Okay, let's talk about the French song because
Oh,
we're in Montreal.
Yeah.
Also, Aly and AJ.
Yeah.
How the heck? That's insane. I love them. That's crazy.
Yeah. How old are you? Can I ask that?
Yeah, I'm 29.
See, Aly and AJ, who we love and who we are so proud of the song with, if people your age, particularly like women between 25 and 35, eyes light up when they hear Aly and AJ's name. So it confirms my theory. And yeah, our producer Ryan is pals with them and has worked on some of their music. So originally we're just like, oh, we just need some like backing vocals, some female backing vocals on the song. And they came in and we're like, oh, maybe that's just the chorus, like because they kind of blew us away. But yeah, we do have a song with them and Cœur de Pirate.
Yes.
Dance with You.
I was hoping that you would pronounce it so I wouldn't have to.
Do you know Cœur?
Cœur de Pirate?
Yeah, but it's not quite core. It's a Cœur.
Cœur. Yeah.
Anybody French Canadian in the house? Cœur de Pirate. Like C-O. It's like the
E-U-R?
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I think the O and the E are kind of like
attached.
A single attached. I was doing the artwork and they were like, nope, you got to attach those two characters. So I was like, if you say so.
Yeah, is that so? How did you decide beforehand you wanted it to be a French song, or was it with her addition?
I was thinking about a lot of French music and like French disco, and then I was like, would it be kind of interesting and different if I just sang in French? And then of course I don't know any French, but I like the idea of it. So we reached out to Beatrice, Cœur de Pirate, and she wrote the French verse, and we sing it together.
Oh, okay.
She's not here today, so I'm gonna have to do her part as well. Sentez-vous loin, enfant, de plus briller sous les reflets des murs rochers qui abîmaient nos rêves, nos lendemains. Tes pas de danse dansaient vers moi, mais je criais, c'est mon cœur qui bat. Les autres mouvaient pour te tendre, mais c'est moi à qui je suis.
Yeah, beautiful.
That,
so, round of applause.
I know
honestly,
he's been working on
all
that.
I've been thinking about for the last month.
It's maybe the hardest thing that you've ever had to do.
Ever.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
But it's good that you give yourself a challenge. You're always growing and evolving.
Yeah.
Another thing that a lot of people say about you guys, besides the fact that you're very handsome, very friendly, all of the things, is that you have such great work ethic.
Oh.
Is that something that you think you developed, or do you think that's something that you just always had?
I think looping back to what Max was saying about getting a normal job, it's like we're just afraid, you know.
Right.
We're just it's out of fear. We just keep going. No, it's like working. I mean, it's fun. Like we have such a fun job,
It's a great job.
and we get to like do fun stuff like OSHEAGA and just a million other things. So it's like very motivating in that sense.
Also, Nick carries a lot of Catholic guilt, our bassist.
Yeah.
And and is the most like humble monk like person ever. So the second any of us like complain about like something like even a little bit, he'll give it to you.
Oh, that's
He'll
good.
set you straight.
Yeah, make sure that you feel grateful though.
Yeah, that's good.
Definitely. Congrats on the new song with Lights.
Thank you.
Is this the first song that you've done with Lights?
Yeah.
What took so long?
Good question. It feels like we have 9 songs with her. It's our first one.
Yeah. Actually, thinking back on it, we did an acoustic version of
Right.
Book Club with Lights many moons ago.
That's true.
But this is the first true original release with her.
Nice.
You know, because I think that was only out on SoundCloud. So I think because it never made a streaming service.
For the real heads, yeah.
For the real heads.
That's amazing.
Kel
Did
heads.
you have the song and then you brought it to her and you're like,
Yeah, like a lot of the record is like we had pieces of the song and we're like, okay, we have a couple verses, you sing one, I'll sing one, and then she wrote the bridge, which is like my favorite part of the song, I think. And she just delivered. She's the best.
yeah, it's a good song. I love it.
Thank you.
Congratulations on it. That's awesome. You're a Hamilton band, not originally from Hamilton, but you've claimed yourself as a Hamilton man. I went to high school in Hamilton, so it's near and
Nice,
dear to
that's
my
right.
heart. What do you think is the biggest misconception about Hamilton?
Oh.
It's a good question.
You know, some people go like, did you know Hamilton is the waterfall capital of the world? You know, and
Yeah.
that's like a thing people like to say about Hamilton. I think that's actually a misconception. Like there's like in Hamilton, there's like no.
Right, it's like watered down.
They're counting some small.
They're counting some small. So
The
that's
little
actually a
streams.
misconception.
I like that. That's a good answer.
It's like an inverse of misconception.
Yeah.
What else?
I think they also like the way they promote it in that way. You think that you're gonna go to Hamilton and just like see,
Just see
it's gonna be like so
waterfalls
nature,
everywhere.
but
You're
it's like not.
I'm in downtown Hamilton. There's no
Yeah.
waterfalls to be seen.
Yeah. Where's the waterfall?
Yeah, where is the waterfall?
Yeah.
What else? Is there any other good ones?
Are there any other good ones? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
No, that's a good answer.
Hamilton has its own thing going on. I think that's maybe the misconception. People think it's like just a part of Toronto or something, but
Yeah.
it's like really its own city, which is cool.
And some people think it's like it's the new Brooklyn. It's also not the
It's
new
not the
Brooklyn.
new Brooklyn.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's also good. You worked at Eastside Mario's in the past.
Did I ever?
What is the best dish to get at Eastside Mario's? What would be your go-to?
Oh, I haven't been there in a while, but I mean, are you gonna start with some bread? I prefer the Caesar salad over the house salad or the soup.
Not a big pepperoncini fan.
No. And I think a cheese capelletti is pretty good.
There you go. Nice.
Amateur Shannon.
Yeah. Max used to give us free garlic bread and salad. We used to just go in university,
And that
and
led
then
to
he got fired.
And then I got fired.
Yeah,
Why'd
it
you
was
get
all
fired?
worth it
It
though.
was probably related to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a
Actually,
good
the night I
hookup,
got fired, it was in the summer, and Mike and I were the only people at our Arkells Street house. I
Yeah.
was like, Mike, I just got fired. Can you meet me at
Meet me at the Ram's Head.
The Ram's Head. we had a bar. He's
Yeah.
like, I'll meet you there. It was like halfway.
Aw,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Have you ever been fired from a job, Mike?
Yep.
Have
Oh,
you?
really?
Yeah.
Which one?
I worked a telemarketing job in Jackson Square, actually, in Hamilton. And yeah, like I was just horrible at it. I couldn't sell anything, and I was selling like insurance for credit cards and like and it was like the more debt you had, the more money they made. And she told me she had like $25,000 in debt, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be really expensive. I don't think this is for you. And then like 2 days later, they called me in and they had recorded the whole call, and they're like, this is exactly the opposite of what you're supposed to do. So like, we had to let you go. And I already had another job lined up, so I was like, cool.
Yeah.
It was like a very amicable firing,
Not meant
but
to be.
yeah,
Yeah.
not a great salesman.
Have you ever been
Nice.
fired?
I've never been fired from a job, but they do say, because I'm in radio, they say you haven't made it in radio unless you've been fired at least once. So I'm still
glad we're
waiting.
Working
talking.
towards it, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. Next time I might not be here. So awesome.
Congratulations.
Thanks, guys.